Amadeus. He's very not happy about me holding him. Be free. Whew. It's been a while. Oh, now you want to join. You're gonna knock over my camera again, aren't you? Oh, Amadeus, you're making this filming thing so hard. I've said it once. I hope not to say it again, but I'm really sorry that I'm not consistent in my video making. I appreciate all of you that have stuck with me through it all. I just looked, and the last time I made a video was 5 months ago, which was July, August timeframe. And a lot has happened since then. This video is going to be kind of just a, hey, what have I been doing since then? Because there's been a lot. But first off, you're probably thinking, wow, Annika, this room looks different. It's because it is different. I actually moved, and that's something that I'm going to mention a little bit later on. New roommate, things fell through with my last roommate. That being said, let's go through a list of everything I've done, or the important things that I've done since July, August, i.e. last time I made a video. I like to do lots of things, I like to try new things. So I got to try paddleboarding for the first time, and me being who I am, tried to show off and did a headstand on the paddleboard. Never been paddleboarding before, not even, no, did I go paddleboarding? Have I been paddleboarding before? I might have been paddleboarding. I don't know. But this was for sure the first time as an amputee that I went paddleboarding. Went with my best friend Madison. First time she went paddleboarding, so it was a good time. We also went to the Selfie Museum here in Denver, Colorado, which is super rad. And here's a cat. Went to the Selfie Museum, and the title's a little misleading because I'm not actually taking my own individual selfies, but it is images of just me. Lots of great lighting, lots of cool backdrops, local artists. Really cool, should check it out if you ever have time. Buddy. I am a part of many Facebook groups, one of them being an amputee Facebook group, and I got invited to do mountain biking with a bunch of other amputees. It was super cool, never been mountain biking ever before. I guess it's called gravity riding, so all went up in a van with mountain bikes and just got to ride the trails down, so there wasn't a lot of pedaling, just a lot of balancing, and it is really hard to absorb shock when you don't have an ankle. I've done a lot of gymnastics. I've been working on a lot of new skills, from I got my first back handspring ever to I got a back hip circle and I got a back pullover, and there's just been a lot of stuff that I've been working on. My handstands are getting a lot better, my back walkovers are getting a lot better. Just gymnastics in general, I'm getting a lot better. That just comes with practice. Would have been a lot easier if I started when I was 6, but I was doing ballet instead. Went golfing for the first time, fun fact, I was named after a golfer. Her name is Annika Sorenstam. You can look her up. I was born in the 90s. She was really big in the 90s. She was trying to compete with the boys, and that was a huge thing back then. Yeah, I went golfing for the first time, and I went with a bunch of other veterans, and turns out that I am not a very good golfer, but I had a good time anyways. They gave us lots of alcohol, so we were having a good time. Right around that time, I also fell on my stump, and this was probably the worst thing that I've ever done. Hopping as an amputee while being wet from a shower on a wood floor is not ideal. Normally I use my wheelchair when I get in and out the shower, but this time I was feeling overzealous and I was like, oh, I just need to go grab my towel, which was... Amadeus, stop. You're making this very difficult. Just go grab my towel, which was maybe 2-3 hops away, and slipped, try to catch myself with a foot that no longer exists. So this is the outcome of that. Did not feel good, could not wear a leg for about 2 weeks. Was in a ton of pain, just used my wheelchair, used crutches, made it work. Life goes on. Have not fallen on my stump since, thank goodness, because that was super painful. Amadeus is still my buddy, and he's 10 months? No. Yeah, he's 10 months old. Wow, he's almost a year old, and he is a jerk, but I love him just the same. Been working on walking on a harness with him since he was a kitten, and he's getting a little better, but he has a mind of his own. He does what he wants. Also, he broke my plant. Oh, now you're gonna come. He broke my plant, was very upset about it, but look at his cute little face. Look at it. He's not happy. So I went to go visit my siblings, just since most of you don't know, I have an older brother and older sister. I am the youngest of 3 kids. We all just kind of got together, went to some wineries. It was a good time. Been rock climbing a lot. I have a gym membership at Earth Trek's climbing gyms in Colorado, and definitely not super skilled at it, but it's a good time nonetheless. And been working up routes, mostly bouldering because it's a lot easier to do because I don't have to worry about finding a partner. But definitely gaining strength, gaining the ability to problem solve bouldering problems. Oh my days, that's a terrible idea. I can already see you falling. I have done a couple walking studies. So they're starting to see the energy output when it comes to bionic ankles. Looks really cool. Not a very high active foot. We're still in the process of it. They're not trying to sell me one or anything. It's just kind of a, hey, you're a well-adapted active amputee. Come try this for me so we can see how much energy you put into your prosthetic leg, to your non-prosthetic leg, to a bionic ankle, and see just the difference. But just cool studies. I love helping out. I'm not compensated. It's just kind of, I have nothing better to do. Might as well go do this. But I think they're fun. Also, I have a new boyfriend. He is also an amputee. He is also a right amputee. However, he is a high above knee amputee. But he's Army, so to everybody that knows the competitiveness between each branch, I'm Marine Corps, he's Army. Obviously, we make fun of each other a lot, but it's all lighthearted. He has a crazy story. He got a tank accident, but he's doing well now. Also, doing all the gymnastics that I do, I sprained my ankle. I fell off a rope. Turns out the Marine Corps taught me how to climb up a rope. Do not know how to climb down a rope. I didn't fall from very far. My grip just kind of lost and I landed on my ankle, like completely rolled over. This time I went to the ER. They said nothing was broken, just bruised really, really bad. It was super painful, again, off my ankle for several weeks and super frustrating. I eventually got back to what I love to do. Like I said before, I moved close to where I was before. I have a roommate now, and she's been my friend since 8th grade. I have pictures to prove it. We moved into another apartment, a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer, and things have been going well there. Snowboarding. I finally got back to snowboarding because of COVID. They shut down the resorts early last season. It took a while for snow to sick this season. It's been a very, very dry year with all the fires, and there's a huge drought going through Colorado, so it took a while to have enough snow on the mountain to snowboard, but I am snowboarding on a team where most of us are training for Paralympic level. I don't want to say I'm good yet because I'm still pretty new as an amputee and as a snowboarder. So definitely something I'm working towards, but everybody on my team's super cool. Everybody on my team's missing a limb or has some sort of physical impairment, so it's nice to have people who can relate to you on that level. So if I say, hey, my tibia is really hurting today, they understand. That's not a weird thing to say. It's not weird to talk about bottoming out in your socket. This is going to end poorly. Let's watch. Oh, he did it. I also went on my first long hike. It's actually the longest hike I've done as an amputee so far. It was, I think, about 6 miles by the time we were done. And I was feeling great, actually, for about 4 miles. The last 2 miles were super rough. Was not a fan, but we got some cool pictures, and that's what it's all about, right? No, it was a great time with some new friends, and just being able to get out and breathe the fresh Colorado air when the fires had calmed down. It was really nice up there. I ran with Footless Joe. I know a lot of you who came to my YouTube channel are here from Footless Joe, but if any of you don't know who she is, she's actually a pretty good friend of mine at this point. She had her leg electively amputated a couple months before mine, and she was actually a huge inspiration as I was going into my surgery, and we ended up connecting, and because my prosthetic legs are all free because military, I had some extra running blades laying around that I had shrunk out of, meaning I lost weight, so they were too high of a category for me at that point, and she's about the same size as me, so they technically are too heavy for her as well, but she wouldn't have running leg anyways, so I figure, hey, might as well give it to her. So I got to run with her, I got to teach her a little bit of what I know, and I don't know that much because I haven't been running for that long, but I just kind of tried to throw together a track workout for both of us. And the blade that we use is the Oser Cheetah Extreme, which is meant to sprint. It's posterior mounted, so it's meant for sprinting, short distances, but you can run longer distances. I ran a 5K with it a while ago. It's not really made for jogging because you need the high impact of the blade hitting the ground and striking it to get the energy return that you need, which is sprinting. But yeah, it was really cool to hang out with her and see her run for the first time in many years. If I can figure out how to link stuff, I will try to link her video of her running for the first time because I feel like that was really big. Super cool. So now we are finally to December, and I got to spend a lot of time with my boyfriend. He finally got some leave approved, and we spent the holidays together, and I am not good around the holidays, so it was a huge test in our relationship, but we made it through. We got some pictures taken, I got to meet his family. We really didn't do much because around the time that he came out, I was still having pain from my ankle that I had sprained back in October, so I scheduled a doctor's appointment, and the doctor didn't like how it was moving, so put me back in a walking boot. So all of our plans to go snowboarding and exploring and hiking and whatever else we do got put on the back burner, which is a bummer, but he understood. He's an amputee, he gets the whole medical thing. Just sucks, but we watched a lot of Criminal Minds. It's one of my favorite shows. And we played a lot of Pokemon Go. I'm not very good at Pokemon Go, please don't battle me, but I love making stupid names for Pokemon. Also, I found a shiny Scyther. That was a shadow Pokemon. I didn't know that was a thing to get a shiny shadow Pokemon. Now I'm just rambling about Pokemon Go. Also, we played a lot of Switch. If you play Pokemon Shield or Sword and have a Sobble you want to trade me, let me know. But other than that, it is now current time. It is January. I had an MRI for my ankle. We're gonna see what the next steps are for my ankle. I don't know if it's going to be surgery, I don't know if it's going to be more rest, but it's been kind of killing me not to be able to run and hike and snowboard and do all the things that I love to do. So I'm hoping that I can get back into making video because let's be real, what else am I doing? If there's any types of video, any how-tos as an amputee, any questions you have, let me know in the comments below and I will try to answer them for real this time because I've said that a million times and I suck at it. But like I said, I have nothing else to do right now but play Pokemon Go. So give me something to do. Thanks so much for watching my video, and thank you to all the people that subscribed even though I haven't been posting. I've doubled my subscriber count without posting. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Like I said, I'm really gonna try posting more, editing more, finding cool stuff to do, even if it's boring day in the life of being an amputee in COVID with a walking boot on one foot. Don't live an exciting life. Follow me on Instagram if you aren't following me there. I am more active there. I hope to see you guys soon in another video, but I appreciate all you guys, and I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. Thanks for watching. Say bye, Amadeus.